excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's the USC Trojans and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the USC head coach before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Williams. Under pressure. Right side, it's Williams. Picks up the first down, and he might have a little extra. That looked like it'll be roughing the passer. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Running inside. It's Miller. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
On the run, it's Riley. Hard running there. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Williams. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got the back over the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They're going to run it to the right. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On a ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Keep it on the ground. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Looking for space, it's Riley. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Delayed give. It's Riley. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
Splits the uprights. Good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Look out! Out wide left, it's Porter. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have, but when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
Escapes the pressure going right. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Hand off for Brown. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Changing the routes with his receiver. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his man. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route, so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Sends him back in motion. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
Well, you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Newt Rockne, Ara Parseghian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll. A lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Lou Holtz, we could keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are...
Snags it and he's open. Touchdown, Irish! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rush right in his face. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, the defense is fact. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Williams looking for a man. Stepping to the right. Sails one into the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Here's Carr to throw. They're all over him. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On 1st down, it's Brown again. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty.
Number 35, set to kick it off.
Coming out with it, it's Danzy. He's got great speed. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Williams rushes on, gets rid of it.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Williams desperately trying to cut through the noise. Fires the pass, intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Got some room to run. Inside the 50.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Left side is Miller. Oh, he's got some space. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Near the 2-yard line. First and goal, USC.
And the Trojans trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up third and goal.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Slams ahead, and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Southern Cal! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it. Not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do it, it's the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. To the air again, Carr. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They closed the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Play action with Williams. Out wide right, it's Johnson. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Motion from the wideout. Here's Williams to throw. Gets a hand in there.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Finds his target. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Trojans are rolling down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing, Williams. Firing to the right, complete. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Second and long here. Out of the gun to give to the back. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Williams. Here comes the heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on second down. Williams will pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Just gets rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Williams under pressure. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Carr. Out wide left, it's Moore. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front.
There he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
And as as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work, and they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Williams desperately trying to cut through the noise. And they can't make the play on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Carr. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Carr. He's going to run it. He's inside the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. On that run. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Motion from the back. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Right side, it's Edwards. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss.
Set to kick this one.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with Oregon in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Ducks who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season. Let's now check in on some top 25 battles today, as the landscape in this sport is truly ever-changing.
Unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.
Break. Here we go.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
A give to Brown. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, I don't get this decision, but they've got their punt team on the field on 2nd down. He gets a block. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Long way to go on second down. Here's Williams to throw. Going deep. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you, running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Here's Carr to throw. On the move. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Sets his feet. It's Carr. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Making the adjustment. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Out wide right, it's Brown. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. And that play was just about every kind of disaster you can think for the offense. 3rd and long coming up. C.J. Carr firing again. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Irish! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
They don't need a bunch on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snags it. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football on the perimeter.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the misconnection on third down.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
The Trojans will punt it away on fourth down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Throwing, Carr. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. In the red area, it's Brown. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Look out! They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Absolutely center cut. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Hand off for Brown. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he's in! Touchdown, Notre Dame! Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season. Lining up to add another. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them.
Number 35, set to kick off.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got the quick completion. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Throwing, Williams. Rush right in his face. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Kick is in the air. Fields the punt. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Carr on play action. Blasted as he lets it go. Almost picked off.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Second and long here. Carr. Right side, it's Hunter. Feeds him the stiff arm, and he's running free. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he's got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Carr. They're all over him. Left side, it's Moore. He was oh so close to wrapping up this third quarter with a score. What a play to finish off the period. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quarterback changing the play. Again, it's Carr. Rush is on. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Looking to get it in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead, and that's what you've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop it.
He'll start the return inside his 5, and the returner will be brought down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The run inside. It's Riley. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Williams on the play fake. Here comes the heat. And he gets it away.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Makes him talk to the hand. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Trying to take it back. He's going to get loose. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And he avoids the sack.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Carr. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. A give to Brown. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Just got rid of that one.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Reels it in. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. 3rd down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the 4th down.
Good right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man's journey is stopped, but there is a flag on the play. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Takes a handoff. It's Riley. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
They'll run him again. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Play fake, Williams. Buying a little time to his left. He throws one to the left. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Flying Irish. The defense putting points on the board. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Then perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Snatches it on the right. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Pulls it. He'll pitch it. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Williams, going to throw it deep. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Number 9. Catch in the end zone.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Williams will pass. Moving out to the right. He's got the 2-point conversion, but they are still way behind. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Carr. He turns that loose down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. The Irish have seized control against the Trojans and starting to put their eyes on that jeweled shillelagh.
The Irish doing what they need to do. Every year we look forward to this game. The hype, does it meet the hype? The Irish were ready. USC's got some answering to do, Palmer.
Touchdown Jesus is celebrating somewhere. What a game so far by Notre Dame. They're hitting on all cylinders. They knew how big this game was coming in. They knew they had to be dialed up and ready to go. And they have looked good. And I think the jeweled shillelagh might be making a trip to South Bend.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Williams. Under pressure. Keeps it and gets the first down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Williams looking for a man. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They want to throw it. Still looking. Unleashes one. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Third and long coming up. Here's Williams to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
Great job in the open field making that tackle on defense. You know, you'd like to think your running back in space could make that guy miss on third down, but really nice job with the fundamentals on that tackle.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Down he goes. Can't get the throw off, and that's going to do it. After a hard-fought victory, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame have won the right to take home the coveted weapon of Gaelic combat, the jewel shillelagh. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.